With us now, Admiral James Stavridis, former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO and author of the new book, The Restless Wave. Of all times, The Restless Wave starts at Pearl Harbor before the attacks of December 7th. And I guess, Admiral, that's where we start. There are many in America who believe that we are on perhaps the precipice of World War III because America has never been weaker since World War II. And the world never more dangerous than we are since World War II, as we are right now. Fair assessment or not?
As always, there's good news and bad news. The good news is, despite some challenges, the U.S. military is by far the strongest in the world, highly blooded and experienced. Our defense budget is enormous by comparison to the rest of the world. That's the good news. The bad news is the world is incredibly dangerous between the Middle East, Ukraine, a rising China. Our Navy is too small. We're only 270 ships. China's 350. So we need to up our game and be prepared for the challenges ahead.
Part of being prepared for the challenges ahead is being in a position where when the American president speaks, it has meaning and it carries weight. And you think about President Biden's warnings to Vladimir Putin over Ukraine, don't. Vladimir Putin did. President Biden's warnings to Iran, don't over attacking Israel multiple times, and they did. Now President Biden trying to hold back our ally Israel from attacking Iran in a counterattack. And is it wrong to feel that America's superiority around the world, the unchecked power that when you were Supreme Allied Commander you had behind you, is gone?
It's fair to say that deterrence is composed of two things. Capability, which I just addressed. Our capabilities are enormous, but also credibility. And if we are going to deter our opponents, we need to be forthright, direct, enforce red lines where we establish them, and show that we're willing to push and push hard. In terms of Israel, I do want to make a point. From all I know, and I speak with a variety of people in the Biden administration, they're not holding Israel back from responding against Iran. In fact, they just sent a ballistic missile defense unit that will help if Iran then responds again. What they are doing, and this is an arguable proposition, is saying it would be better not to strike the nuclear facilities. But in terms of an overall response, I think you'll see one very shortly.
No, I think that's fair, that there's been this sort of attempt by the administration to allow Israel to go up to a certain line, although the administration said don't go into Lebanon, and Israel did. We can all agree that there has been this sort of fascination or obsession by the Biden administration of non-escalation rather than Israel just outright winning. And if we think about the way the world works, which is it's a dangerous place, and you said, you know, there's capability and then there's credibility. I'm trying to figure out where, after we had Americans killed in Jordan by Iranian militias, we've had Navy ships take hundreds upon hundreds of missiles from the Iranian-backed Houthis, the United States now threatening to withhold military aid from our ally Israel. I'm wondering how much credibility you think we really have left.
I think we still have significant credibility. And on all of the issues you mentioned, I would personally take the other side and push hard, particularly, for example, against the Houthis who are attacking U.S. ships, as you're showing with some video right now. I would also criticize the administration for being slow to need in Ukraine, not getting weapon system forward fast enough. So we can debate whether or not the administration has pushed forward, but let's recognize they have provided significant aid to Ukraine. Smart. They have provided significant aid to Israel, albeit with some caveats. Smart. They are deploying forward against China. Smart. We can debate the tactics. I think pushing forward against all of those risky situations is critical, whoever is in the White House.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.